Jacob, for once, let me have what it is I want, and don't tell nobody.
And Jacob,
Yo, what's going on in here?
Well, Greenleaf fans, you just saw a short clip of tonight's upcoming episode. And yeah, the episode title, Reunited. And this is, remember, I'm newish to the series. This is my first time, reviewing the series as it airs, and I'm just waiting for Charity to, well, be better. I mean, I get it. The fact that she's went through a lot. What was it? Her husband left her and turns out he was gay, and she's hurt, and she just seems to be latching on to Phil in order to, and I mean, should we call him Phil or AKA Bob Whitmore, pretty much because he's the, what's the term? Is it called ghostwriter? Like over the past couple of years, it came out like, oh, Drake had ghostwriters, and then you have like, oh, can people like Kevin Hart and whatnot be called great comedians, great stand-ups? We have people ghostwriting and have a writing team and things like that. So pretty much, Bob is the mouthpiece for Phil's words. I think that's the best way to phrase it. But to think that we have Charity going into, oh, I love him and stuff like this, and it's like, what? Like, first of all, hey, to each their own. And I mean, looking at the abusive relationship of like Joker and Harley Quinn, or Ike and Tina Turner, and just, I don't know. I think this is weird because I'm waiting. It's kind of, I want to not say that I dislike any Greenleaf character in particular, because of the fact that, being a show about Christians in a church, you would think there would be redemption for some characters, but I have yet to find redeeming qualities in Charity. And keep in mind, if there are any Greenleaf fans who have been like day one, or, like season 1, season 2s, when you got into the show, you binged it on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and the series like the back of your hand, feel free to let me know in the comments if there have been any moments where Charity has actually been a good, decent character. And some people have been telling me like, she needs to take her meds or whatever and just, sit down somewhere. And I mean, it's almost been like half a dozen times so far this season, and it's only been like half a dozen episodes where she's told Phil, I don't want to snoop, I don't want to get AP this way, I feel guilty, I want to go to hell. And then it's like she gets home and it's just kind of lurking in the background, just, being the eyes and ears, just kind of looking around and listening to see if she can overhear something that she can take to Phil. So it's almost like, why are you saying you're not going to do something, and then the devil, sets a trap for you? You take the bait, go back to Phil, and then it's like, oh no, I don't want to do this. But as soon as you have some juicy details that Phil likes, that's when you're all in. Yeah, I don't really get it. And now you love him and everything. And so pretty much the first man to show her affection and attention, who is obviously using her. It just doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. I don't know. I get it. There's always that one in the family or friend group who is like Charity, but I don't know. I mean, to be honest, and yeah, I'm not saying I agree, but Phil did make a good point. Just because you're a pastor's son doesn't mean you were called or anointed to preach. And I'm like, that is actually something to take into consideration. Same with Charity. It's like, I actually do like the fact that she wants her story told and everything in order to help other people, but it's almost like, what's the point of really getting the AP position if you had to, I don't know if I would say sell her soul, but sell out her family in order to get it. Like I said earlier when I did what was it, the season premiere episode review at the end, where Grace was like, Jacob, I was able to get you in, but Charity, I'm sorry. And it's like, well, why didn't you tell him you would walk if you didn't get both of us? And she's like, I'm going to be the one who's preaching at Calvary. Pretty much, I made the comparison between Charity and LaToya Jackson, where everyone else in the family's talented, can sing, dance, act, but LaToya can't do anything but throw shade and gossip in order to get, to where she wants to go. But I think that I mean, if anything, you would think with Charity wanting to get her story told and whatnot, I would have liked to see, you know, Charity and Lady May kind of having a relationship in regards to Lady May. What was it, like a day with Lady May and being like a strong, independent, powerful woman who can inspire others? You would think that, you know, Charity would want to, you know, link up with her mom. But then again, Lady May is more concerned with getting the church back than to, you know, do anything else. She's kind of like the female Joe Jackson, where she's pushing Michael, aka Grace, to the forefront in order to get the whole family back into the church. So look, I'm going to take the poster child of the Greenleaf family and focus on her. Charity, you just you know, you stay in the background with Tito and them, and then, you know, once we get the church back, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, it really is rough to see her in some scenes just because of the fact that she's up to no good. And it's like she goes through 3 stages of emotions in almost every episode. I feel guilty, I don't want to betray my family, to what kind of dirt did I just find here? And then she goes to Phil and it's like, oh yeah, baby, I got some news that you're gonna love. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat every episode. And now we have her in the 9th episode acting like a child, saying that, let me be happy for once. And it's like, okay, this is not going to turn out well. And then when it all blows up in your face and the people find out, you know, what you're doing, because I think Jacob did see her kissing Phil at the end of the last episode, is going to confront her about that, and then know that she's been snooping around. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how that plays out. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts on Charity in the comment section below. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, as well as give this video a thumbs up. Really does help with the YouTube algorithm when you give the video a like. And on top of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, just so we can get the numbers up to 100,000. And social media links are in the description below. You know the drill by now. And I will talk to you all after tonight's new episode of Greenleaf.